Hey guys, this is Doug Aldrich from Burning Rain and the Dead Daisies, and you're listening to Blevins Nation on Rock Rage Radio. Turn it up!
Blevins Nation Entertainment and BlevinsNation.com, the place to go for all the best in rock and roll music, new rock, and podcasts. So sit back, hold tight, and open up your ears. The revolution is here. Now here's your host, Chris.
Hey everybody, this is Chris with Blevins Nation, and we're talking with Doug Aldrich, guitar player for Burning Rain. How's it going?
Hey Chris, how are you? How's it going, guys?
Oh man, it's awesome. It's awesome. Great day. Beautiful outside. Finally, it's done nothing but rain here for a year. It seems like. So, but yeah, man. Burning Rain, the new CD comes out on let's see,
March 22nd.
22nd. That's next Friday. That's right, and it's called Face the Music. Now, I had no idea that y'all had been together since,
99, 20 years ago.
Yeah, 99. And, wow. I mean, you and Keith, and then now you have Brad Lang on bass. And
yep.
Now, how do you say his name? Blas or?
Blas Elias, yeah.
Blas Elias, okay. On drums. And
yeah.
I got to tell you, man, everything I hear from you, I love. You're becoming one of my favorite guitarists. I love
Well, thanks, Chris.
I love your tone. I love just the growl of your guitar. I mean, everything, you know. So
well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. I'm always trying to learn, and there's always a lot to learn, you know.
Oh yes.
And I've been really lucky in my career and able to play guitar and travel. So it's really cool. It's definitely, I'm very lucky.
Oh yes. I was going to say this, and I don't know how. I don't want it to come off sounding crazy, but I mean, if you played for anybody that's not good, I mean, everything you do is awesome, you know.
Well, that's not entirely true. I'm my worst critic, so I can't even.
Oh, I know.
Answer. I can't even answer. I'll get done with a project and be like, oh man,
should have done this.
I'm glad. I'll be like, I'm glad it's over, and I hope it sounds good. And then when I listen to it, I go, I should have done this, or I wished I would have done that, etc. But that's the way it goes. I'm a perfectionist, and I try to do great always, but never quite get there.
Yeah. Well, you're man, God, you've Revolution Saints, Dead Daisies, God, Burning Rain, and you've also played with White Snake back in the day, and I mean it's just great bands. I'll say that.
Well, thanks. Yeah, like I said, I've been really lucky. But that might, at this point, my focus is Dead Daisies and Burning Rain, and Dead Daisies is on a break. So I thought, I told Keith St. John let's get this record knocked out so we can promote it properly, while I'm off.
Yeah.
So at some point, Dead Daisies are going to kick back in. So we wanted to, while we had the downtime with the Daisies, we wanted to get out there and do some stuff with Burning Rain. So that's what we're doing, and really excited about people hearing the record. Hope they like it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I tell you what. Now, is there going to be another release? I mean, I love the first song, "Midnight Train." It's just, it's got that epic sound to it. I mean, and Keith is,
he's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Everybody is.
Well, thanks. We are definitely we had a good time making it. We're definitely excited about it coming out and want people to check it out. Yeah, there's actually, what's today? 13th, day
Yes.
after tomorrow, Thursday, the 15th is the next video comes out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
We're excited about that happening. And
Can you say what song yet?
yeah, it's the title track, "Face the Music."
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll throw a disclaimer out there, that our video budgets aren't the same as, some other bands.
Yeah.
So we had a friend of ours put the stuff together, and so we didn't have a big budget, but the songs come through, and we are excited to get Face the Music out there. And we're going to be playing, we've got a release party at Vamped in Vegas.
That's
on
right.
the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
29th of this month, and then Keith and I are going to go to Europe and do a bunch of acoustic promo dates.
Okay.
It'll be really.
Okay, I read something about you doing guitar clinics, and then we're going to get do the thing with him to promote the album.
I was going to do it with some clinics, but the interest in Burning Rain was really strong, and we decided let's just go ahead and
Do that.
stick with that and promote the record. I can always do clinics later, and it was just, I didn't know what the feedback was going to be like, and it's just been
Right.
phenomenal about the record. So
Yeah.
we're going to go with that, and very excited about it. And we, pretty much looking forward to promoting the record. Then at the end of April, we have Frontiers Fest, which is the whole band. So.
Oh, and that's in Italy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Very cool, man. And I know your concentration is on this, and of course, Dead Daisies, to me, last year was the hardest working band in rock and roll. I mean, God, man, y'all played not only all the time, but you did 2-for-1s almost every show. Everywhere you went. The acoustic set at a Guitar Center or before the show at the club, especially over in Japan and, Germany and places like that, overseas.
Yeah. Overseas, yeah, we did a lot. We would sometimes even do 3 things, because we'd do like promo in the daytime at a radio station or something like that. And then we do the Daisyland gig that was, so people know what that is. That was prior to the show. We would do an acoustic show for the first 100 people that showed up, and that was cool. And then then we would do the full show. So by the end of the day, we were pretty spent, but it was great, man. It was really good. We were building an audience, and people are excited about the band, and it's fun to play with those guys in the band. They're all, good bros of mine, and we have a blast.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Karabi's a trooper. I mean, good God, having to sing, which I know in the acoustic thing, a lot of y'all sing some different songs and stuff, but I mean, if I had to sing that much, I think my damn voice would be gone after a while. And man,
well, he's bulletproof. Krabi is probably the most bulletproof singer I've ever worked with.
Wow.
And I've worked with some really great singers and strong singers, but John, I mean, let's give him a round of applause right now, everybody.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Definitely. He just played up here in Richmond, Indiana, this past weekend. I didn't get to go. That sucked. But I saw some video of it, and man, he's awesome. He's a good guy. So
he is. He's a good guy, and he puts on a great show, and people love his. He's got a great personality.
Storyteller.
Yeah, people love to hang out with him, and he's just all around great guy.
Yeah. Well, real quick here, what did you cut your teeth on? What made you say, "Hey, I'm going to play guitar or be a rock star or whatever"?
Well, I have never decided to be a rock star or anything. I started playing guitar basically because when I was growing up, there were no video games or cell phones or anything like that. So one summer, my friends were all out of town, and it was hot outside, so there was nothing really going on. Didn't have a pool, so I just found my sister had a guitar, and I picked it up and started jamming on it, and really enjoyed it. And it went from there, and I found some guys that wanted to make a band in the neighborhood, so we did. And yeah, it was a great thing, to have something like that to really take me away from everyday life and give me something to I could see progress in myself, and it was really fun, in the same way that today kids, they see progress on Fortnite or something like that.
Yeah, but totally different. Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I started listening to guys like Jeff Beck, and I think Hendrix was on the radio, and Deep Purple was on the radio, Grand Funk Railroad, all these kinds of bands. So I heard a Jeff Beck record that my sister had. I didn't have a record player yet, but I heard a Jeff Beck record that blew me away. It was Blow by Blow.
Okay.
And that's really the first guy that I really made me listen to guitar.
Okay.
Because there was no lyrics. There was no vocals on that record, so all you could do is listen to the guitar.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you speak of Grand Funk Railroad, and I mean, my favorite version is Dead Daisies doing that song. I mean,
American Band,
yeah. Y'all blow that song out of the water. I mean, good God, man. And Highway Star. Highway Star. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Just
Highway Star's fun just because it's a barn burner,
Oh, yeah.
And Crosby sang that great too.
Oh my God, he does.
But all those early, Zeppelin, Hendrix, those are the guys that I grew up on, and I loved those records. And Smoke on the Water was the first rock song I really learned how to play on guitar.
Me
that
too.
was fun. Yep. Well, us and probably hundreds of thousands of other kids.
Exactly. Good old power chords. So. Well, yeah. Well, tell me some more about this new album. I mean, what inspired it?
Basically, I would just come up with music. I'm always coming up with music, and I recently have been, writing music specifically for the Dead Daisies. But the way that we write is we write together as a band, and it's really organic. It's really it's a really cool way that we do it because we, everyone's invested in all the ideas. Everyone tries to make each idea the best it can be, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I sit down and write songs all the time, and for different things, or whatever comes to my mind. And sometimes I'll come up with a riff, and I'll go, "That's pretty cool," but I don't know if it's Dead Daisies. Maybe that's kind of more of a Burning Rain type of thing. So I'll just kind of put it in the back burner or whatever. And eventually, when I see Keith, he'll come over and we'll sing on, he'll sing on whatever I give it, whatever I play him. He loves to start singing on it just to see what we get.
Yeah.
And we started to get a few songs together that we really were excited about, and that fueled the record,
Okay, very cool. Now, the first single, Midnight Train, and not taking anything away from Burning Rain or You or anything like that, but I can hear, just from the damn start, that slide in on the guitar is is so fucking White Snake sound. I mean, it's got White Snake
Oh.
sound. It's got Dead Daisy sound to it. I mean, but it's different. It's Burning Rain. You know what I'm saying? It's not them.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But
No,
you
I
can
know.
hear it.
I know.
So
Yeah. Yep. I agree with you. It's that slide thing is something that it's funny. Whitesnake is definitely known for that because of John Sykes.
Exactly.
And John Sykes got it. Me and John Sykes, he's a little older than me, but we both got it probably from Randy Rhoads, is the main guy that was doing that. When I first heard the song "I Don't Know,"
yes,
and I heard Randy do that, I was blown away. It was like, wow, such a cool thing, and then to see him live and hear that sound. I mean, people did it earlier than that. Tom Schultz did it, and Van Halen even did it on some stuff.
Yeah.
But Randy really had a thing, and then Sykes took it a little further, and I do it my way, kind of. But yeah, it's a something like that. Sometimes is in place of a whammy bar, or something like that. Like you might take a whammy bar and go wow, and then so I kind of use that as my whammy bar.
Yeah. Oh, especially when you're playing just Les Paul. If you don't have one, so I mean, you're
right.
So, that's cool because when you said that about Randy Rhoads, and you said that song, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. And of course everybody does their play on it, and but it really Still of the Night, that's when that's the popular one of it.
Oh, right.
But then,
right.
but the song Midnight Train, man, has got such a groove.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, God, I love the shit out of it. It's good stuff. So
yeah, it's actually got a little bit of a Whitesnake foot. I mean, Burning Rain is Keith and I love. Before I was in Whitesnake, I had told Keith I really love Whitesnake, and I want to have that kind of a sound a little bit, and of course our sound is slightly different, but we're definitely influenced by aspects of early Whitesnake and the in the early '80s Whitesnake too. So yeah, man, it's that song kind of has a Whitesnake vibe to it. Somebody told me it sounded a little bit like Love Will Set You Free. I didn't really hear that. When I started the riff, I was thinking it kind of was a new style for like a immigrant song kind of style is what
I hear that
kind of going for. But I didn't, it's not blatant, and it just kind of happened. And that's the thing, is like when you listen to our record, you'll hear flavors of Aerosmith or Zeppelin, or some people even said Van Halen or ZZ Top even sometimes. And I don't know, we just make songs the way we make them and try and have some fun. But as long as I don't mind influences coming through, and when something reminds you of a song, I don't mind it at all, because it happens from everything. Every band's got that, But as long as it happens naturally and it's not contrived, or like we would never sit down and try to go, man, let's try and sound like Guns N' Roses, or let's try and sound like Van Halen. It's just got to come natural,
Exactly.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if it's organic and natural, then it's okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. It's not just with interpretation of. I talk to a lot of singers and stuff too, because it's not interpretation of the song itself. People have interpretation of the sound of the song, the groove of the song, the how the guitar sounds, everything. So, and that's cool. You may hear, like you said, level 33. I mean, you never, no telling what you'll hear coming from people, but everybody has their own mind, thinking of the music. So that's very cool.
That's right.
Very cool. Now, I know y'all don't have any, not sure of any dates. I mean, if Dead Daisies do what they did last year, you may not get to do anything, but...
Well, no, we're Daisy's going to kick off. Daisy's going to kick off probably later in early summer. We're going to work on a new record as well, so it'll be out for next year. that's probably our main goal this year, is working on new music and setting it up for next year.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're going to do that, and Burning Rain will probably return to Europe sometime in the fall, whenever Dead Days is. We usually take a break for like 6 weeks,
right?
And that's when I will go to Europe with Burning Rain. Then we in between the time of the release and then we'll be trying to get out and doing some weekend dates in the U.S. We hope to go to Japan, so we've had a couple of offers for Japan, so we'll see what happens.
That's cool, man. Because I mean, Marco always does a run for a few weeks when the Daisies shut down. You know, like you said, for those 6 weeks. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Marco's always working.
Oh yeah,
always.
Yeah, always. With lots of things. So, well, cool. Now, real quick, before we get off here, I know I'll give you a few minutes before you have to get someone else. But what about Revolution Saints? I had read something that Frontiers was going to release another album, or y'all do another album with them. But how does that look?
We're
huge fans of that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we're gonna do something. We're not probably gonna tour or anything, because it's just
too hard.
It just hasn't worked out time wise. Everyone's schedule now. Dean's doing Journey again, so that's gonna be between him doing Journey and Dead Daisies and me doing Dead Daisies and Burning Rain. We'll make a record, but I don't think we'll be touring.
Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to see it live, but I'm glad y'all are making another record, because I didn't get turned on to that stuff until 2018. But it's, man, powerful. I love the hell out of it, especially for a 3-piece.
Thank you so much. Thank you, bro.
Well, cool, man. Well, yeah, and y'all can check out Burning Rain. Let's see. Is there a website? I know I went to.
Well, actually, we're kind of getting all the socials up and running, but you can look for Burning Rain Official and hit us on Twitter or Facebook.
Okay.
But just search Burning Rain Official on any of those, and you'll find us. And we really appreciate everyone's support. I hope you like the record. And Chris, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you.
Oh yeah, man. No worries. And that album will drop the 22nd from Frontiers. And that's going to be digitally. I mean, is I think there's an album too. Is it on vinyl? It's
going to be on vinyl as well. Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, Doug, it's been awesome, man. Yeah, everybody. That's my good friend Doug Aldrich, Mr. Doug Aldrich of Burning Rain and the Dead Daisies. That's right. Has also played with Whitesnake and some other bands. And Doug's just an awesome guy, phenomenal guitar player, great sound, great tone, great style. Just love it. Love the hell out of it. And don't forget Burning Rain. That new CD will be out March 22nd. That is next Friday, March 22nd. So get ready for that. Go buy it. And the new video drops the 15th of March. That's right. So by the time this comes out, the new video will already be out. So definitely go check that out. Check them out on YouTube, all the social medias, Frontiers Records and all that good stuff. But yeah, check me out on BlevinsNation.com for all your podcast needs and rock and roll needs too. I'm on Stitcher, FM Player, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Google, all that stuff. So I'm on Facebook and Instagram and also Twitter. So remember, kids, wherever you go, there you are.